Hi, my name is Francoise. Welcome to the Crapabai. I either buy good crap or bad crap. You to decide. So I'm gonna talk about some crap that I bought so much, so many times. I was in love with this guy, and I call psychic and tarot reading people all the time. And I decided to become one because it was costing me so much money that I just decided to do my own readings. And it's been 6 years, and I want to give you advice on how to become a good tarot reader if you want to be a tarot reader, or if you want to know how it works. So basically, how tarot card reading works, you have a deck of 52 cards, and the cards all have significations. Either they upside down or they up. So up means it's the definition of the card. But you have to know the definition of the card. You have to know your bases very well, but you have to read between the lines. When you get this card, it means monetary gain, but doesn't mean it's actually monetary gain. You could be working hard on something for a very long time. It's just the way how you interpret the cards, because you see this guy as a wand. Wand means working. And then you have pentacles. Pentacles means money, but doesn't necessarily means like, oh, I pick up this card, you're gonna be rich. That's the definition of the card. You have to be having strong intuition, and then you paint the picture, because I usually pick up 3 cards. So I pick up the 3 cards. So if I want to do a reading, I would say like, okay, like it's all pentacles. First of all, I'm not gonna say it's gonna be a jackpot. It's just depending on the question. So if the question is, am I gonna find true love? Well, you read this card. It's hard work, and you've been working hard on something for a very long time, and then I see here it's like a beautiful family, a beautiful completion. So yes, you will eventually find true love, and this is working on your craft. So you need to work a little bit more on yourself. You see, like it's about reading between the lines, and that's only come from the universe. I don't know what the hell I'm saying when I read the cards. I'm just vomit it. I just vomit whatever I have to say, and it just comes really naturally. And I'm very gifted in that, because I know that my cards very well. I know the bases very well, but also I am very positive. And when you're positive, you think positive, and when you think positive, you have the connection with the universe. And I just get the information so fast and so good. I've been 98% accurate out of 171 reading in 4 days. I had just 1 star reading because I didn't talk enough. It was my 5th reading. I just didn't say enough information, but all the rest was accurate. So I wonder how the hell I do this. Well, you have to be a little bit improvisation, but also you need to focus on the question, and the question is very important. Focus on the question and focus on the cards, and the cards tells you a story. And the story with the 3 cards, what I just showed you, the 3 cards tells you a story, and then you read between the lines. And I always pick up a 4 card. The 4 card is gonna show the end results. It's gonna give you like an overall resume, because 4 is my favorite number. You can pick up five cards if you want, but usually I pick up 4 cards because 4 is my favorite number. And then what I do after I'm done reading, I shuffle the cards again, and then I pick up 3 cards again. And then you pick up a 4 card. So that's how I do it, to not have like, pick up like 10 cards in the same row. You have to shuffle it, because the energy needs to move. And with a tarot reading, like, you can say things that's not accurate. It happens to everybody. Like, I have a client, she asked me where her mother, like her ex-mother was, and I said some stuff, and then like she told me, well, my ex-mother is dead. So I was supposed to know, so you need to really ask questions at the beginning. If the person say, and me and my ex gonna get back together, how long you been with your ex, when the breakup happened, what happened a little bit, you have to ask follow-up question. I do blind readings, and it's super difficult, because you never know, like, it could be like, oh, we broke up like 5 years ago. Well, if the card's saying reconciliation, it could take some time, but usually the way the universe works with tarot reading, I never say like, yeah, you're gonna get back with your boyfriend like in June of 2024. it's gonna happen like at night, blah blah blah. Like those tarot readers are bullshitters. Okay, like you don't fucking say like, oh sorry, I swear, but you don't say like exact dates. You know, one of my friend did this, but she always says because sometimes you jinx yourself, and that's why you don't do it. Because if you predict a date and it doesn't happen, the client's gonna be very pissed. It's never gonna trust you ever again. So I never say a date, but if you say a date, just give like tell them it comes from like goes to your head and goes to a different head. Like you know, it goes to one ear, goes to the other ear. Don't do anything to push things to jinx yourself. Most people will jinx themselves because they're gonna really believe it, and they're gonna, oh yeah, I'm gonna do a bunch of stuff to get the boyfriend back. Like I was supposed to get married in December, and I was supposed to meet the love of my life in June. Like they always say that, like you know, it gives you hope temporarily. So as a tarot reader, I never say dates, I say actions. You know, most of my advice is that if you do this, if you do that, if you work on the energies, like the energies, you know, like if you think negative all the time, you're not gonna get anything you want. The universe is energy, and negative energy is nothing. It's going to hell, like you know, with the devil, like you know. It's positive energy. Usually when you have a shift of energy, shift of vibrations, you will attract what you want. I never believe I could be with my soulmate. I never believe it. I'm stuck, I'm blocked. So of course I will never be with my soulmate. Of course, never gonna happen. Because I'm stuck and I'm blocked and I think negative. When you have no doubts in your mind, when you're like focused, tarot reading just a guide to help you, you know, change the energy, move it around, and then eventually like your dreams will come true. But you don't even need tarot cards to make them manifest. But tarot cards is just a guide to tell you like what you should do, and you know what could happen in the past and in the future. You know, it's the odds. I never say yes or no. I always say the odds are yes. It's always with odds. You know, am I gonna find the love of my life? Pick up a card. Well, right now the card is saying that I'm not. I am going through. Oh, look at that. So you don't have to read an order as well. So this card saying that I kind of give up. I kind of give up, and basically I've been looking for somebody, but I didn't find anybody. So am I gonna find the love of my life? No. You know, you never say no, but you say if you don't change the way you think, if you don't think positive, if you don't feel like confident about this, you know, you will eventually find someone. You never say like you're never gonna find the love of your life. Like that's gonna give you like a 0 star and no customers. You know, you always have to say the odds are right now no, because the way you think is negative. So it's always about like giving positive, hopeful affirmations. And that's how, you know, people, they feel better because they want to feel better. I'm not lying, I'm just looking at the cards, but I always give a positive input on you know what you should do, what kind of energy vibration you should have to manifest what you want, because the odds are yes, but you need to do some work to get to this result. Like you know, like tarot readers, like I'm doing it very carefully because I don't want to give false hope to people. The odds are yes, but you know, there's work to do, and it's always true. There's always work to do. There's always possibilities that's gonna happen. There's infinite possibilities. The universe is infinite, but you need to just to change your energy and do the work. And if you do a bad reading, if you're not accurate on the reading, it's very frustrating for clients when you're not accurate. But they forget when you like. I'm really accurate, and one time I was not as accurate because I didn't believe in the cards myself, and I said something different that I usually have intuition right away, and she said no, and I said, you know what, that's what I wanted to say actually, and she said yes. And don't doubt yourself. Like the first ideas you have usually are the best, and you can like just make the story in your head, but don't doubt yourself. And if you have an inaccurate reading, you can always reread the card and say, okay, well, this is my interpretation, but let me try to find another interpretation. And just tell that to the client. Okay, well, this is the way I saw them, but doesn't mean that this is the card. The card are solid. The card tell the truth, but I didn't read it properly. Let me read it again for you. So that's you know. As well, like you need to not be so nervous and not be so fast, and just take your time to reflect on the card. Like, I do it very well because I've been doing it for 6 years, but I always take at least a minute to reflect on the card and feel the energy of the person. You have to ask their name and date of birth. It's just a courtesy to ask their name and date of birth. It doesn't give you that much information, but numbers usually it works out to connect with the universe. Like the numbers and the astrology and all this stuff, it connects really well to the universe. So when you get the numbers, it gives you a little bit of idea of who the person is. You know, you have to check on numerology for that. But it's a person born in the 90s, you know, their generation X, you know they're a little bit different than the generation Y. So by knowing a little bit who they are, like, you know, but it's so important to ask the proper questions in the beginning, follow-up questions, and to really understand what they want. And that was pretty much it. That was my tips and tricks to do tarot reading. I've been doing it for a very long time. I love it. I've been super accurate. And if you guys want to start doing tarot reading, just message me and I'll help you guys out. So that's it. So if you want to give me a good review on this video, put a thumb up. If you want to give me a bad review, I'm going to give you the devil card. I'm going to give you like a really bad card. Like, you know, like, I don't know, like the love card. Ha 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 ha. You're going to be in love. So give me a good review. Thank you.